Okay, so this is kind of just basic whatever for making patches. They can be like, you know, punk patches or goth, whatever, I don't know. Whatever you want, basically. Usually a lot of punks like to make their own patches and stuff, so, you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, I just had some random fabric. I don't know what kind of fabric this is, but I just took some random fabric and for this video I took a crayon and wrote out what I was gonna, I wrote down what I was gonna do before I started painting. And I'm pretty sure it's just like acrylic paint, so I think that's what I've seen other people say they use. It's just like acrylic paint, so I think it works then. But yeah, you can use like a crayon or a colored pencil sort of thing and kind of draw out what you want to do and then paint on it, just to kind of make sure you know what you are doing and where everything's gonna be, where everything fits. And yeah, so it's just random piece of fabric. I just, you know, cut out a square of fabric that I had and started drawing on it. There are fabric crayons that you can get, so if you find those, then you can use those too, because they're like, I guess, made for fabric or whatever. But yeah, you can kind of just use whatever crayons or colored pencils and then write or draw or whatever. If you are an artist, then, you know, I'm sure that it'll be easy for you. But like, I'm not really someone who's good at drawing or writing or whatever, so I'm just like whatever. And I'm not really good at painting, so the painting job isn't that great, but it's kind of like whatever. Like, I don't really care that much about, like, it's just words that I put on here. It's just, I've just put Memento Mori on this one, so I'm like, whatever. It doesn't need to look that amazing, but yeah. Also, if you know how to sew stuff, there's these weird circle things. I don't know what they're called. I don't think I ever really learned what they're called, but like, I'll show you what it is, or I'll show you what that thing is. But you can use those things to like hold the piece flat, hold the fabric flat, and then you can like draw or sew on it or whatever, and then, you know, whatever. So if you have one of those things, or if you know what it's called, you could put it in the comments. But if you have one of those things might help with sewing it on if you're gonna do a sewing kind of thing. I've kind of done some of those, or I started doing some of those where it's sewing instead of painting, so I'm gonna see how that turns out and see if I like that sort of thing. But yeah, a lot of them I'm just like, why not just paint a few of them and whatever. So yeah. Anyways, I think that's kind of it. I don't think there's really much else, so yeah.